Hi guys, Rebecca here from the Shipshape Shop. How are you? I feel like it's been ages, because it has been ages. I think it's been a couple of weeks since I've shown up here, and I thought I'd share a little bit of that with you because this year, something I'd really like to do more is share some of the behind the scenes stuff. So you guys all know the organising ideas and the tick, 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 happy chappy, get everything done version of me. But she has a naughty little alter ego, and sometimes she goes off the rails, and that is what's been happening the last couple of weeks, and it is all to do with stress. So this is why I wanted to share it with you, because stress is in everyone's lives, and sometimes when I say to people, I'm feeling a little bit out of whack, they're like, but you're always on top of things, you're the organiser. And I'm like, well, I can still feel out of whack. And I thought it would be interesting for you guys to know some of the behaviours that show up when I'm feeling stressed and out of whack. So I don't want to labour the point because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it here a couple of weeks ago. But the main trigger for the stress this last couple of weeks has been that my phone broke. And as someone permanently attached to their phone for business, but also for life, I organise everything through my phone. And I'm one of those people that is an Uber user of apps, not just the Uber app, all apps. I really, really felt it when I was without my phone. So my gorgeous nephew loaned me his phone. I was determined not to take over his phone with my life. So for 2 weeks, I assumed the identity of a 9-year-old boy. And I didn't put all of my apps on there. And every single day there would be something where I'd go to use my phone to do something, and I couldn't. And it was just a little chip. And then later that day, another little chip would happen. And by the end of the 2 weeks, I was kind of like, everything is just feeling too hard. So over the weekend, I got my phone replaced last week. So things were on the up and up immediately. But over the weekend, I started to look around and was like, whoa, when you are feeling stressed, everything just kind of falls by the wayside. All of my ideas and all of my practices. I'm sharing this with you not so that you can be like, she must be a useless organizer. I'm sharing it so that you know that even as an organizer, these things happen. And I'm not perfect most of the time. I'm certainly not perfect all of the time. So, for example, yesterday I got my big girl pants on and I started to look in the kitchen, and you know what I found? I found a pile up, a mess magnet, and started to go through that pile, and I found some unpaid bills. Who can relate to that? I had a pile of washing in the lounge, a clean washing that needed to be folded. I never usually let washing sit there. And all I can think of when I think of how I've felt over the last couple of weeks of being stressed and just not myself, is I think of is it the emu or the ostrich that puts their head in the sand? Whatever it is, I was that, and just stopped seeing the stuff around me. And then in the evening, I'd sit down on the couch and notice something and go, oh, and it would just contribute to that feeling of being out of whack and stressed. And when you don't stay on top of things day by day by day, you know what happens? Those things accumulate, and rather than having a couple of things that you need to deal with, I had a big long list of things I needed to deal with yesterday. I got most of it tackled and I felt fantastic by the end of the day, and a surefire sign that I'm back on my game again. So that's why I haven't been here the last couple of weeks, team. I have been feeling the feels, working through some stuff, and obviously the phone was just one thing. I'm not being a big baby just about the phone. There were a few other things that were happening that were worrying me and playing on my mind a little bit. And I've just kind of come out this week with a bit more clarity and feeling on top of things. One of the things that helped, actually, here's another little story that I wasn't planning on sharing. I have a business coach, a wonderful business coach named Natalie Tolliffe. And I had a session with her last week, and to my horror, I got up there and saw her and I cried. I cried not only in her office, I cried in the cafe downstairs when we were having a coffee, getting a coffee before our session. And she asked the right questions and really helped me through it, through some of the other things. I didn't cry about my phone. I've gone on about the phone, but please don't think I was crying about that. There was some other stuff happening. And at the end of the session, I left and I felt wonderful. And I got home and sent Natalie a message saying, thank you so much for just creating that space for me to be vulnerable and let things go and unload a little bit and relieve some of the pressure that was on my head and on my heart as well. So if you have someone, if you're feeling stressed or if you're feeling out of whack and you're noticing that your behaviour at home is very much that it all feels a bit too hard, and you might be using words like, I can't be bothered making a nice dinner, or I can't be bothered folding the washing, I'm too tired to do this, I'm too tired to do that, then the chances are, even if you're not aware of it, the chances are that you might have some stress on your plate at the moment. And if that's the case, be kind to yourself. Find someone that you can have a chat to and uncork the bottle of pressure. I'm not sure if that's the right analogy to use. But find someone that you can have a chat to and find someone that can help you relieve some of that stress and pressure. I'm very excited. I've got a few new clients that I've spoken with this week, and I'm going to start relieving some of their pressure in the next couple of weeks, and I'm super excited about that. So just putting myself out there, I am a safe person. If you're feeling stressed and you just want to unload a bit, then you can absolutely do that. I offer a 15-minute clutter busting strategy session where we talk about what's going on and some of your indicators of stress and some of the causes of stress that you're having. And then we go from there to figure out a plan of attack. And if you need to cry, if you need to rage, if you need to wail that the world is not fair on that phone call, then that's absolutely fine. I am a judgment-free zone. This is a safe space. And as someone who frequently feels out of whack and has to put my big girl pants on and get back onto it, I totally understand where you're coming from. So if you are noticing there's some clutter building up at home and you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed and completely over it, you know what to do. Give me a call. You guys have an awesome week. I am looking forward to having another few days of feeling on top of things and excited about what's to come. So I hope you guys are too. Hit me up if you'd like to chat about clutter and stress at any time. You know I would love to help you out. We'll catch you soon. Have a great week. Bye.